I'm thinking I'm going to entitle this Trying to Begin to Tell the Truth About Mysticism slash Metaphysics, or Mystical Metaphysics, who knows, something like that, somewhere in there. And and then I think I'll just proceed. Telling as much as I think I can get away with, as it were. And I suppose where I'd like to begin. Okay, good. All right. So I'm thinking perhaps if we want to enumerate things, let's go with good old 3. First thing I'd like to mention is metaphysics is big and difficult to conceive of. It involves difficult concepts, stuff that's hard to get your head around. And it's big. It's huge. It's so huge that the vastness of the universe is puny in comparison. And I think I'll go ahead and open up something that few people ever begin to conceive of, and that is the possibility of a realm in which, although that's not a good term, an aspect of reality in which quantity is just meaningless. That's how you handle multiple infinities. What if quantity is only good for certain sorts of things? And the second thing I will say, and especially for people who are into chaos magic, the second thing I'll say is, by golly, L. Ron Hubbard has some information that chaos magician type people, there may be people who should be chaos magicians who have never looked into it. L. Ron Hubbard has some, if you're really on the road to looking at trying to get the biggest things, and what's interesting is that the most dreadful cosmic horror conception you've ever heard of is true. That's the bad news. And the good news is, hey, so is everything else. And there sure is an awful lot of everything else. Infinities of everything else. So, gosh. You know what? It looks like the number should have been 2. Because if I had anything else I felt could or should be said at this time, do I sound like I'm just somebody on acid? Well, I'm not currently on any psychedelics. I'm actually just talking about things I've been thinking about for a long time. Okay, maybe this could be, we could number this 3 if you want. Books in which chaos magicians may find the books I'd start with by Hubbard or not necessarily by Hubbard, but and in fact, not all of them are by Hubbard. Books about Scientology, where you might find like answers that'll help you past certain problems you're having in your magic, are Scientology 0 through Infinity. It's actually Scientology 08. And then the other thing I would recommend would be Super Scio by a fellow by the name of who goes by the name of the Pilot. I think his real name is Ken Auger. There's a free PDF of the work online, possibly other text formats as well. And gosh, anything else? Possibly the Phoenix Lectures by L. Ron Hubbard, either in tape or there's stuff covered by Hubbard that A would be useful to chaos magician types, and B, I've never heard anybody else cover this. It's one of the few aspects of Scientology I've found helpful over and over again. If you get stuck, you'll understand what the next level is up from there. If you manage to, any chaos magician to whom I am speaking would know by now that seek and you shall find is close enough to be true or too close for comfort or something like that. And yeah, I just don't know. I don't know how else you'd get that particular solve. And I don't know. I just I've been feeling a screaming urge, or whatever they call it in Alcoholics Anonymous, a screaming urge to get a few things out there. Here's a tangent I'm going to go on. It may relate to this or it may not. But I guess the golden age of YouTube was before I really got involved. I guess I got involved in the silver age of YouTube or something. Like, I thought from I'm going to go 2019 until early last year, YouTube was really good. And now it's becoming crap again, and it's becoming crap again in there's this sort of YouTube's kind of developing a sort of a cult thing, as in a cult, not a cult, kind of a cult thing. And it's like, let's see if we can sneak in some total establishment vibe type crap. And you won't notice because you have no idea about anything. You're too damn stupid to understand. All that shit, that, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, that shit's got to go. You just hasta la bye-bye. Nobody gives a shit. You go take your little crybaby bullshit someplace else. Nobody cares. I sure don't, at any rate. Don't you ever try to sneak anything in on me. I don't give a rat's ass. All right, glad we had this little talk.